Hey church, I have an idea, and it is an exciting idea. Wait until you hear it. I'll tell you about it. Stick with me. Want to acknowledge that this has not been an ideal situation meeting every Saturday, and there are a good number of us who've not been able to attend a Saturday evening. And I want to acknowledge that. My heart longs to reconnect with you if you've not been able to come on Saturday, and hence the prayer input and the effort from the building committee to really get the facility ready for us to reconnect again on Sunday. Wherever you are every Sunday, I hope that Hope Online has been helpful for you if you've not been able to make it on Saturday. I hope that you are able to attend small groups, and if you're not able to attend a small group, let me know, let Alf know, let Bronny know, and we will try the best we can to connect you to a small group. I tell you what, that's really the lifeline of the church. You'll be able to get a lot more information on what's happening, but also if you're not able to, man, I want to trust that somewhere along the line, as we get back to the church, we'll be able to find a space for you and a way for you to be able to still connect with the rest of the church. I think it is really the heart of God to see His family really living in real and genuine community and communion with one another. I want again to acknowledge the building committee and just how you've been able to mobilize us. I wasn't able to be there on Saturday for the Working Bee, but man, I have not had the last of that. People really enjoyed just being together, and the camaraderie and the life that was there. I've seen the pictures, and I think the pictures are on this email, and boy, I'm grateful to the building committee just for all that. Thank you for those that prayed for me as I was doing the exam when people were enjoying themselves at the Working Bee. Hey, I'm grateful. The exam went well. I'll know whether the lecturer thinks all was well. But I had a good feeling by the time I was finishing my exam on Saturday. I want to say something briefly as well with regards to COVID. There's a link that is going to be in this email and was in last week's email about just the updates from the church. A number of you have asked about, where is the church around this issue? What about, the next couple of weeks? Where are we going to be? Please have a look at the link. It gives you a sense where the church is, where the leadership is leading us. Again, there's much being worked on in the background, and information will come through to us once it's ready, in view of just as we move forward, what will the traffic light system look like for us as a church. And I just want to invite you to pray that us as a church will be able to reflect the heart of God during this season. There are many balls in the air, and we want to do as best as we can to care for all of us. And so I want to invite you to that place of prayer, but also just look out for more information that will be coming out. And we want to hear from you. Again, if you have thoughts and concerns, we would love to be able to connect with you and just see where things are sitting with you. We would not wish that any of us be anxious or worried. So please get in touch with me. Feel free to get in touch with any of the elders, and we can be able to just, have a conversation and try as best as we can to be on the same page on where things are. We want to care for you. We want to care for each other. Finally, let me jump onto the idea that I was telling you about. One of the things that I've observed about West Melton, and it is a privilege to live in this community, is that there is a real genuine care for one another. For those that are on the Facebook page, you have a look at the things that people talk about and the things that people ask. There's real support. I'm looking for someone to help me with this. Anyone has any idea about this? And you can tell just the comments come straight up. People are willing to support one another. An idea popped up when we were meeting with the growth group leaders on Monday. And this idea I think is great. Imagine with me that over the festive season of the Christmas time, we are able to celebrate people within the community who have really done well in the different ways to connect us as a community, or even supporting people who've just had quite a tough year, whichever. I think as a church, we are strategically placed to make that happen. And so 3 things we are asking from the community is: 1, would you be willing to think about and nominate someone who you think we can be able to celebrate or support? 2 is, would you be willing to contribute to an item? So we will try and give a description of items we would put in one gift basket. So would you be willing maybe to buy a bottle of wine, or maybe you'd be willing to buy a packet of chocolates? I'm not sure, but we can decide what that would look like. And then finally, would you be willing to come as a family to the new church, a new site, to be able to pack some gift baskets that we will be giving out to the community? I don't know what you feel about that idea, but instantly I feel really good about that. I think it's something worth trying. And I want to ask, if you feel this is an idea you'd like to be part of, why don't you get in touch with me, and I'll find a way to come back to you, and we'll form a team and make this idea happen. Again, if no one gets in touch with me, I will just assume that this idea is early for next year. But you know what? There is no harm in trying. And one of the things I really appreciate about Hope West Melton is how deliberate we are about connecting with our community. I was at Mainly Music last Thursday, and I was just amazed at the number of people who just came, and some even from Rollaston, to just be part of Mainly Music and enjoying and introducing themselves to us. And us as a team spending some time at the end to pray for the families, the moms and the children who are coming. It is really an honor. Again, on Wednesday, I was with the Halkett folk who have just started a food clinic. Again, this is serving the community, being very deliberate about it. I celebrate Hope West Melton and Hope Halkett in how deliberate we are about connecting with our community. And you know what? I think it's a blessing that God has given us as Hope in general. Behind me, this facility is an alternative education facility. This is where really we are standing with young people and families and helping them in their educational journey, in their character formation. This is the church in community. I celebrate that, and I want to believe that in a very strategic way that we can be able to be like a central hub that brings the community together, that mobilizes the community together to serve the community. It will be a chance, if this idea flies that I've just shared with you, for us to break the ice with some of the community members. The community members will be curious to see the church, and I think we are really positioned well to create movement and momentum here to serve the community. Hey, let me hear from you, and I hope that one way or the other we'll be able to serve the greater community that God has called us to serve. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday for those that are able to make it, and for those that are not able to, perhaps we can meet at the Working Bees for the next couple of Saturdays. I have a good feeling that God has great things in store for us as a church. Love you guys. Take care. God bless.